Medfield TV presents Meet the Candidates, interviews with our citizens running for local office. This series is being brought to you by the joint efforts of Carol Mayer, Town Clerk, Kevin Murphy, Medfield High School Social Studies teacher, Aditi Tate, Cheryl Dunlay, and the staff of Medfield TV. I am James Colley from Medfield High School. I will be posing questions to the candidate. He will have 2 minutes to respond to each question. At the end of the questioning period, the candidate will have 2 minutes to address the TV audience. Today we are interviewing Scott McDermott. He is a candidate running for Town Moderator. This position is for a 1-year term. There is 1 position open. He is an incumbent and he is running unopposed. Mr. McDermott, can you explain the role of Town Moderator?
Well, thank you for having me. And there are basically 3, I think, important functions of the Town Moderator. Most prominently is the orchestration of the town meetings. We have an annual town meeting in the last Monday of April every year. And then we have, in many years, we have a special town meeting if there's a particular issue that requires a second meeting. So the moderator is in charge of conducting the meeting. We meet in advance to make sure that the gymnasium is properly prepared in terms of sound and all of the elements that go into the way that the town meeting actually operates. And then during the course of the town meeting, it's the job of the moderator to preside over the meeting, to make any decisions regarding time limitations and the nature of the debate. So that time frame spent during the first during the last Monday in April every year is the biggest part of it. The other 2 responsibilities, one of them is the appointment of the members of the Warrant Committee. So I've appointed 31 members to the Warrant Committee in the 14 years that I've been the Town Moderator. And then finally, the moderator needs to be aware of the issues that are of importance to the town, and I think to try to set a tone for the town around the civility of the debate and the kind of the proper conduct of town affairs.
Thank you. And Mr. McDermott, can you explain the role of the Warrant Committee?
Well, the Warrant Committee is a committee that consists of 9 folks, 9 residents, and their job is to really closely examine the warrant every year. The warrant is framed by the Board of Selectmen in January of each fiscal year, and at that point, the Warrant Committee is handed the prospective warrant, and they dive into each of the articles. There are articles every year featuring the operating budget, the capital budget, not just expenditures, but also issues of strategic importance to the town. It's the role of the Warrant Committee on behalf of and for the benefit of the town, to look at those issues closely, to examine the budget, to make sure that we have a group in town who has taken a very good and close review of all of the features of the warrant, and then they make recommendations to the town at the town meeting for the passage of each of the warrant articles. For instance, this year we have 42 warrant articles, and the Warrant Committee is at work. Each Tuesday night they meet at the townhouse, and they are reviewing those articles, and they're looking at all of the elements of the operating budget and the capital budget, and sometime in the month of March they'll begin to formulate their recommendations and be prepared at the town meeting to provide those recommendations on each of the warrant articles to the town.
Thank you. And Mr. McDermott, what experience do you have that qualifies you to run town meetings?
Well, I have the experience of having done it 14 times plus 5 special town meetings. So I've had 19 town meetings since I was first elected in 2003. Before that, I was elected to 2 terms on the Park and Rec Commission. My wife Kelly and I have lived in town for almost 25 years, have been very active in town and community affairs, so we're very familiar with with Medfield and with all of the elements and the pulse of the activity of the town. So I would pay a lot of attention to the issues in town and know a lot of people in town. I'm also a lawyer by education. I'm a business school professor by profession and an independent management consultant, so I work closely with people and organizations. I was a government major as an undergraduate at Colby College, and I've been interested in public affairs, civic affairs, and government for as long as I can remember.
And what makes you want to run for town moderator year after year for the past 14 years?
I think the biggest driving force is my love for Medfield. And my belief that it's really a special community, and elements of education and open space and the way that the community combines, the volunteers within the community combine to do so many good things and orchestrate so many events. It's very special, and this is one way in which I can participate in town affairs and maybe contribute a little bit to it being such a great town and a place to live, and for us has been a great place to raise our family.
Mr. McDermott will now have 2 minutes to address the TV audience.
Well, it's a pleasure and an honor to be Medfield's town moderator, and I thank everybody for the support. One of the things that makes Medfield so special is that town government is made up of a lot of volunteers. We have, beyond the Warrant Committee and the enormous amount of time and attention that the Warrant Committee gives, the town is made up of all kinds of committees that volunteers, citizens, residents participate in. So, there's certain things about the town meeting that to me are really important. It makes a deep connection to our history. We've been holding these town meetings since 1651, 125 years before the Declaration of Independence. There was a group of folks in Medfield who were getting together on an annual basis, just as we do today. And over time, I feel that there's a certain kind of a sacred connection to all that has come before us. But it's not just about the past, which I think is very, very interesting, but it's also about the future. At town meeting, we vote on articles that are going to have impact for years and years into the future. This year, there's all kinds of articles having to do with planning components and planning elements, having to do with master plans for the town looking into the future. It's just a great privilege and an honor to be the town moderator.
I wish to thank Mr. McDermott for participating in this interview show. Please remember that democracy is not a spectator sport. Please vote at the Center on Ice House Road on Monday, March 28th, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
The preceding was a production of Medfield TV, Community Shows.